SWAT Kats The Radical Squadron was created by Christian and Yvonne Tremblay for Hanna-Barbera Cartoons Incorporated. Support the SWAT Kats Revolution Kickstarter by visiting swatkats.info. And remember to buy SWAT Kats DVDs at wbshop.com. This is a swatkats.info production.
Welcome to the Mega SWAT Cast, a show by SWAT Kats fans for SWAT Kats fans, featuring episode commentary with sound bites, synopses, and observations about Megakat City's heroes and villains that are occasionally amusing. Please adjust your humor targeting displays to the lowest common denominator, and note that the accuracy of recollection missiles may vary. Now, adjust your bandanas, put on your glovatrix, and get ready to go full throttle.
You know, people are kind of upset that, maybe there weren't a lot of games that came with this, and people just need to look under this folder right here called More Games, and when you open it and you look inside there, there's a whole bunch of other stuff in there. A few other things here and there. There's even another folder. And browsing around here, Ren and Stimpy, RoboCop vs. Terminator, Sailor Moon, Seaquest, that was in.
Now I need your help. You might hear what it is first.
You are going to fire him out of a torpedo tube.
No, he is going to swim out of a torpedo tube. For beneath the surface lies the future.
Yeah, I'm not going to talk about Seaquest. Even Super Mario All-Stars, Star Wars, all kinds of stuff. Super Star Wars, I should say. And hey, well, what's this? This looks like a familiar. This looks like a familiar thing. Have you ever heard of this before? It's a little game called SWAT Kats The Radical Squadron.
No.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah, that's interesting. Have you heard of that show?
I've got some sort of vague recollection. Wasn't it 5 teenagers who can, put their rings together and conjure up a planet jet?
Yes, I think that's exactly right. Well, I don't know, let's take a look at this. See what it is. Hanna-Barbera Cartoons Incorporated. And wow, that Mod 7 chip's really being used here.
Taking all of the power, Captain! We just can't take the strain!
Well, what do you know? SWAT Kats The Radical Squadron, 1995, licensed by Nintendo. I'm one of the fortunate people who managed to find one of these on the Super Nintendo system. I mean, I swear it was just there. I mean, I don't know why people don't just look a little deeper. But,
explore these things, people! Explore them!
Exactly. And, so, let's see here. What happens when we press a few buttons on these controllers here? I don't remember any passwords. Hopefully I won't need those. Why don't we just try a little game here? Let me see what happens when I press start.
Give it a go.
Oh, get a little selection.
All version territory for me. I've never actually seen this. I have seen the game, but I've never been able to watch it being played.
Well, one of the then you are in for a treat, because I am terrible at this game. It is probably I've very rarely ever gotten past one of the first levels. But if I recall correctly, you get 2 characters. You get T-Bone and Razor. If I recall correctly, T-Bone has He has this little sort of bazooka launcher, which doesn't hurt enemies or do anything. And Razor has a jetpack that explodes after 5 seconds. It's very useful. So.
Oh yeah, of course. That's what a jetpack is. Just fuel and heat. So of course it's exploding.
Yeah. So let's see here if. Well, T-Bone seems to be the default option. So let's see what he does. And looks like we have a map of Megakat City, one of the few maps of Megakat City. We have, let's see, select A world with the A button. I don't suppose we select B world with the B button.
Well, it would get a bit difficult once you moved on to the fourth world, because where is the D button?
So, it looks like we have a couple of options here. This one looks like Megakat City proper. This looks like some sort of death train that flies. Totally not a spoiler. This looks like some sort of carnival land. And this right here looks like... We don't want to go to that one because it's going to make me vomit if I play that one.
Spoilers?
Yeah, so why don't we try the default one and see where that takes us.
Makes sense to me.
Let's see. We got World 1, Dr. Viper. We have an urgent message to the SWAT Kats from Mayor Manx. We all know that Kelly Briggs...
Mayor Manx actually talks to them?
I was going to say, we all know that came through Kelly Briggs' email account, or Kelly Briggs using Mayor Manx's email account, because, let's be honest here, he's out golfing right now.
Manx hasn't done an ounce of paperwork around here for years. I turned down your paroles, bribes and all.
So it says, giant bacteria threaten to destroy Megakat City. Save us. Okay, now that sounds like Manx at the end there, but I have a feeling that that's probably just his default signature that he attaches to all his emails.
Well, it was either that or help.
Yeah. All right, let's see where this takes us. We have a little cutscene here. Dr. Viper is really taking his time there. Alright, so this is SWAT Kats The Radical Squadron for the Super Nintendo Entertainment System. Came out about 1995. And as you see up in the corner there, I have a time limit of less than 4 minutes to try to complete this level. And if I recall correctly, it's basic buttons. I think B makes you jump. A uses your useless weapon that doesn't kill enemies. Y is your regular weapon, which has a range of about your fist. And X, I don't think does anything. So we're gonna.
I noticed that Razor gives T-Bone the useless weapon.
Yeah, I think he's trying to protect his own hero interests there. So look, oh, we have a bacteria monster there, and you have to watch out because when you shoot them, they split up into little items. There's these. T-Bone can't really jump very well, but there's these little. I don't know what you call them, medallions you have to gather. I have no idea what they do. Mr. Goodcat would probably be a better reference for this because he is an expert on this game. Yeah, but as you see, we're in Megakat City. It appears that Dr. Viper has done something. There's all kinds of mutagenic ooze, radioactive containers all over the place. I can't tell if that's normal. I mean, whoa. We have one of these flying mutated monsters. When you take damage up there, your health bar meter goes down a little bit. As you can see, you can get upgrades at some point to get new things. The Mongo peppers, the Pepper Ex Machinas, they replenish your health. And you're gonna need that because, or at least I will, because my hand-eye coordination is not what it used to be. Whoa. Oh no.
So this is good games done bad.
It's well, one of those.
Now, as somebody who's never played a Nintendo system, is this count as a good game? Would you say?
Let's see, if we're being honest, totally, this is one of the greatest games ever made. It's
thought as much.
Yeah, it's I don't know. It is a very, very difficult game to play, for me anyways, and most people I've talked to. And you'll note there's a 1-up which you'll need right there.
I do believe that the whole hard game thing stems from the fact it's sort of a carryover from the old arcade days where people just had to put in more quarters. People just didn't know how to program games to be slightly easier in it.
Yeah, and as we progress through this level, we encounter more bacteria monsters. Now, I'm not sure if their color indicates that they're more difficult to defeat. They seem to take the same amount of hits. One of the gameplay mechanics is climbing up the side of a wall like this, or you just sort of grab onto the side automatically.
Spider Cat does whatever a Spider Cat does.
And you have to be careful when dismounting at the top here, because you fling forward a little bit, and if there's an enemy right at the edge, he will cause you great damage. Now there's a health resupply up there, which I don't need at the moment, and let's see if we can grab onto this edge. Whoa, that was a close one. Let's see, we should mention that Pokat's joined us in the chat. She's testing out our audio video. She can let us know if she can hear the game audio and anything else. Now, right now, if you notice in the background, the main bacteria monster seems to be wreaking havoc on the city and flinging all kinds of dangerous, damage-causing ooze that comes down from the ceiling if you're not careful. So you gotta watch out for that as you progress through the level. See if I can clear that. Whoa!
Ooze was very big in the 90s. You get less ooze these days.
Yeah. Oh, those little things are experience point level uppers. I'm not sure how much they give you. From the looks of it, not much. And I am gonna die. It is, let's see.
Now, that's a Manx line, that is.
Oh,
I'm gonna die!
I believe the milk is a full health replenish, so that happened at just the right time. Alright. So now we've rendezvoused with our buddy Razor there, and if I recall correctly, we have possibly a little boss event coming up soon, and oh, here it is. We are in the Turbo Cat trying to take out the giant bacteria monster while shooting at these, they look like the plantimals from Destructive Nature.
You spin me right round, baby, right round, when we go round, 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 round. Somebody should really make a spinner of that.
Crossfire! You'll get caught up in it.
Yeah, that was a great idea. Now there's a pattern to this. I don't remember what it is, but as you just noticed, as I crashed and died there, you don't really have a whole lot of HP in the Turbo Cat, so you really gotta be careful with what you're doing. You have unlimited, infinite weapons here to shoot at these things, and
much like the regular Turbo Cat, they unleash all the missiles.
Yeah, unless there's a plot contrivance that says otherwise, yes, you have unlimited weapons to fight these things. But I think the more important thing than shooting them is to try to avoid them, and they shoot these little spitballs. It would be really useful if you could have like an up and down movement like in a real jet, but you are stuck kind of in at the bottom of the screen to try to avoid things. And
which is really counterintuitive to what they had in the show, because the Turbo Cat was known for its nippiness.
Yeah. Let's see. Watch out there. Oh no! I think I'm down to my last life. I don't know if we're gonna make it.
I think for your last life, you should just come in a chopper instead of a Turbo Cat, because you run out of Turbo Cats. Have to complete the game as feral.
SWAT Kats will return.
Kind of weird how all these flying things have really big lips like that.
Kind of reminds me of the California Raisins or something similar. Maybe Dr. Viper thought he'd have some sort of franchise opportunity promoting.
Or maybe the California Raisins are because of Dr. Viper.
Oh.
That would explain a lot.
Yeah, that would.
SWAT Kats will return.
I don't know why this game wasn't more popular with people. I mean, it's just as good as, say, Sonic the Hedgehog, from what I can tell. Oh.
Well, there seems to be a lot of spinning, like there was in Sonic the Hedgehog.
return.
I think zigging and zagging is a fine strategy for most things. Unfortunately, this also has to have a zap and a zoog.
Yeah. Do I even have to shoot them? I wonder if I can just avoid them.
You can do it, MoDaD. You can do it, MoDaD. Help each other out. That'll be our motto. I seem to be doing a lot of Simpsons references.
Oh no! That was so close.
Yeah, you're doing very well in this bit. Though.
See, the non-violent solution might be the answer to this. Who would have thought?
In a SWAT Kats game, that's kind of amazing, really. The non-violent solution is the best one.
SWAT Kats will return.
Let's try one of those other worlds. So we went that way. Let's try going up here instead. World 2, Megakat. Another urgent message from Mayor Manx to the SWAT Kats. Trouble at Megakat Amusement Park. Children disappearing. Find them. That sounds pretty serious.
Why would you name the amusement park after a villain?
Yeah, that's actually a good question.
That's like asking him to turn up.
An open invitation for trouble.
Maybe this is after Ringtail's book has been released, and spawned sequels and spin-offs and an amusement park.
That is some excellent headcanon. I'm going to go with that. So the difference here between T-Bone and Razor is Razor can jump a lot higher. He's a lot faster. He has a jetpack. He can fly and go up and down and go all over the place. He has the same weapons.
So pretty much the makers of this game are going choose Razor. Razor's the best.
Pretty much.
Razor fanboys.
Oh, that was a very fast death. So the theme of this level is the Megakat various incarnations. You have the Megakat floating platforms. You have a callback to the episode Enter the Megakat with these bouncing beach balls that break into little versions of him, and they are very deadly. And you want to avoid those because they will send you flying off a cliff, as we just witnessed.
Yes, it's not the best moment of the SWAT Kats. How were you defeated, Bouncy Ball?
Oddly enough, probably not the worst way to go. I'm sure there are some other ones.
Well, I'm pretty sure being eaten by one of Viper's things is probably a worse way to actually go. But at least that's something you can admit to.
So we have these obstacles. T-Bone with his useless bazooka weapon can actually blow holes in these weird sort of squares. As Razor, you're forced to use your jetpack to get over the top. The problem with the jetpack is if you touch any item or obstacle, it will cause you to fall back down, so you have to be very careful how you fly. It's very sensitive. And I am on the verge of running out of time. Oh.
I've played the running cat game.
And these enemies, Megakats, they are significantly more difficult to defeat. And make it. Oh no! My jetpack exploded before I could. And we are down to 1 life.
SWAT Kats will return.
Like a pogo stick, seesaw horse thing. They take a lot of hits.
Carousel horse.
Carousel horse, yeah. And I just leveled up after just taking out one of those guys, so that shows how disproportionately difficult they are. Alright, that's another one down. Let's see if we can get up here without exploding this time. There we go. Now, if you were T-Bone, you'd be able to unlock those little items down below there, but because we're Razor, we have no choice but to run past. Now, to get through the exit here, we have to time it so that we don't get hit by these little Megakat balls that are getting vomited up by the large cat in the box in the background.
Oh, God.
Here we go. Run!
Run, 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 run.
Oh, I have to go through the door. I can't just go past it. And we have 37 seconds left. Do it. Go. Alright, now we're into the Manic Merry-Go-Round. This is, we have enough more enemy types on there floating on those balloons. And, this is a very intense platforming section. With enemies that...
Merry-Go-Round You think the merry-go-round would be the other section where with the bacteria that's always spinning?
I'm sure they probably had that idea, and I got taken out by the guy flying up there, and I believe we get to see the awesome game over screen. I'll be quiet for it. So we got a password right there if we want to return to this. Pokat asks, is this the full game or just a demo thing? Yes. I just randomly had a it's just, if you look deeply into your miniature Super Nintendo, factory out of the box. I mean, it's there, you just gotta look really, really close. So we got pretty... No, we didn't get far at all.
This isn't a full playthrough, it's more of an appetizer.
Let's try this one. The Metallicats. Urgent! Another message from Mayor Manx to the SWAT Cats. The Metallicats have robbed First Megakat Bank. Stop them. I have to give the mayor credits for brevity on this one.
What else would we be doing? You know? Of all the things we could be doing, we're not going to help them, we're not going to invite them for tea. The SWAT Cats, we stop them. Cause a large amount of property damage first, but we do stop them in the end.
So we have a little cutscene intro here. Gets the point across pretty quickly. They were literally in the process of robbing the bank as Mayor Manx sent that message, so he's pretty on top of things because they were just breaking out as we get on scene here.
It does make you wonder how Manx knew.
Yeah, that's a...
Bribe? Oh, what bribe? Earlier, when we offered you a fat bribe for our parole.
It's a good question. So we have these robot enemies here, which are a callback to the robots from A Bright and Shiny Future.
You're coming with us. It's the assembly plants for you. Resistance will be met with termination.
And they are very difficult to dispatch. They take a lot of hits with our not great weapon right now.
Well, perhaps we can look at these as actually being from the future. So, of course, they're tougher than conventional weapons will allow. No, my love, you have killed him.
It's a very dangerous subway, or as they say in the United Kingdom, the above ground, correct?
Yeah, it's the underground, and it's also colloquially known as the tube. I do, however, like the idea of the Metallicats, having all these robots, because it gives them something to spend their money on. Because one thing that always struck me as odd about the Metallicats is, what do they do with the money they steal? They don't need food or much in the way of creature comforts. Because I mean, when you're a robot, sitting down on a nice soft couch is pretty much the same as sitting down on a rock, really, shouldn't it be?
It looks like it looks like the Buzzy Beetle from Super Mario makes a cameo here, so we avoid those. And they are pretty deadly. I don't think you can actually damage them. I think your only option is to get out of the way. Let's see if I can just jump over them.
I think this is going to be a bit of an odd day when T-Bone and Razor both get back to the hangar and goes, what got you? You very evil Roomba.
Uh-oh, that's not a good spot to be. Yep. I think the trick is to shoot that before he shoots you. I'm really putting the gameplay mechanics together here.
Silence! Finish them off!
SWAT Cats will return.
And just to say that we did, why don't we go take a look at this last level right here and see what it has to say. World 3, the Past Master. From Mayor Manx to the SWAT Cats. Large freighter has been attacked by a giant sea creature. Save the crew. It sounds familiar.
I think this being Mayor Manx, he'd be more inclined to say save the crude oil.
Ah, yes, but that
might be a typo there.
Now I don't recall these flying creatures, almost Galaga-esque. And that didn't last long at all. I don't remember the SWAT Kats having this much trouble with this creature in Bride of the Past Master, I'll tell you that. Oh, we've progressed!
Huzzah!
With this boss, there are 4 weak points in the back there that you have to shoot, and what do you know, that Mod 7 kicks in again, and they just can't resist using that. We really love our scaling and rotating.
What is this thing?
I
don't remember it from the show.
Maybe it was a part. Maybe it was cut from the script. Maybe a little extra part Glenn Leopold wrote, which actually makes me wonder if he gets any sort of writing credit for having his ideas used in this video game or not. Oh no! Like, pardon my noises of nausea as I try to keep focus on this.
If you focus on it, you end up being violently ill. It is interesting, though, looking at this and thinking, how would you design a SWAT Kats game?
I think we answered how not to design one first. That's yeah, we start from there.
Look at this and do everything that's the opposite.
SWAT Kats will return.
Let's see. J 5 B 7 F B 8 4 and
It's kind of off that they give you the how to level up and get stronger at the game at the end of the game.
It looks like that unlocked a level that we would never get to on our own. Let's take a look at this one. World 5, Dark Cat. An urgent message from Mayor Manx to the SWAT Kats. Meet at Dark Cat's hideout. Must stop him once and for all.
Ooh, Manx is going for the throat in this one then.
Once again, I have to bring up your line of reasoning. How does he know where Dark Cat's hideout is?
Yes, it's over by the big sign that says, evil lair, evil lair. I also like the fact that on the map, the son's face is a little cat as well.
Oh look, it's Hard Drive! And he has kidnapped Callie Briggs. Oh no.
Well, finally somebody can actually, do something. If it was going to be anyone, it was going to be Hard Drive.
We have a little side-scrolling segment, sort of. It's on the 2-seater cyclotron, and Razor's driving it, and T-Bone's in the back seat.
I don't know if the people who made this game actually, watched the show then.
This is very, very reminiscent of Sky Chase Zone in Sonic 2.
And apparently now T-Bone can hurl his mighty shield.
I think there's some sort of discs of death. And Hard Drive's in the line up there shooting us with miniature versions of himself. And we have bouncing caterpillars coming out of the back of what looks like Burke and Murray's dump truck.
I knew Burke and Murray were actually, evil.
Maybe we can add to them. This makes my day, but
I mean, legitimately evil, not just, jerks.
They were working for Dark Cat all along. Oh no.
And when Hard Drive fires out bits of himself, does that mean that he can actually create that life, or is he losing part of himself? Is this sort of like Voldemort and the Horcruxes?
Kind of reminds me of the whole Voltron conundrum. Whenever you do that one attack, that someone getting jettisoned, essentially. You know the one I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know the one you're talking about. I actually had the my brother had the proper Voltron figure growing up, and it could always fire off the lion fists, and you think, well, how are you going to get those back?
Yeah, I know that this secondary weapon looks impressive, but it really doesn't do anything. This is an elevator. Can I go up in it?
T-Bone throws his mighty shield. All those who oppose his shield must yield. Unless you're green creepling, and then you have all the power to avoid it, I suppose. T-Bone throws his mighty shield.
Now I know you might be wondering if these things in the background are something you can stand on, and they are not. They're just a background element. And these
You're just dancing. And you're running out of time now, aren't you?
yeah, I wonder if that doesn't seem
Can
to
you
do
climb
it.
on the wall at all?
Oh, let's try that. There we go.
Hooray!
Genius.
Huzzah.
Oh, I forgot. That's not a platform. It looks like it is, but it's not. What do we got up here? Hey, look! It's one of Dark Cat's minions. It looks like a female minion.
Ooh. Well, at least it shows that Dark Cat is an equal opportunity employer.
And she's hurling some sort of death disc my direction, so it's probably a good idea to avoid that.
Maybe it's got the phone number on it. Maybe it's her way of saying, I want to get to know you, T-Bone, better.
You know what that is? I think that's Oddjob's hat from James Bond.
Well, no, this is a cat-themed thing, so it'd be a water dish or something like that.
Okay. The goal is to try to hit all these buttons.
In this game, it'd probably be, you'd probably be better off calling it Wrong Job rather than Odd Job.
Nope.
Kind of odd that Dark Cat would just leave all these buttons just lying about for you to turn them off.
It's all part of his master plan. There we go. And we were running out of time.
One of these buttons is the one that he tells the creeplings to press for in case of pizza.
If we can stop taking damage like an idiot, we can climb up here. Jump over this. Jump up here. Jump down here. Press this button, which didn't do anything, or maybe it did. Double back. There's really no way to avoid those guys. Whoa. He adjusts his throw, and I can't do the same. Climb again. Back up. Up and over. Avoid this. Avoid this. Jump up to the left, right, up. Avoid that. Press that button. Hop up here. Hop up here. Took out the enemy. It's another button. And where's the last one? Oh, that opened it up. Can I go down? Up? Yeah, there we go. This looks like a familiar setting. And hey, look, the saber-toothed cat makes a cameo.
You'd think that the saber-toothed cat would take its cameo during the Past Master section.
That is a hazard. That's not a power-up. Now this looks like sort of a puzzle level where, and I use that loosely, but I think we have to try to figure out the correct way to exit.
I've got to admit, when I see that that thing that you just jumped into, thinking it was an object and it was actually an enemy, I would have thought that was an object as well, because it looks like something that T-Bone would stick on the front of his car or something.
Climb up here. Another saber-toothed animal. And there we go, we progressed. And it looks like the Doomsday Express is in the background. I recognize that. I've noticed that when you try to shoot these things, they just do more damage. And that is probably a crushing hazard. My video game knowledge counts for anything. I don't recognize those enemies. They look like something that would have come more from Dimension X than the SWAT Kats. That was a totally professional move there that I have no idea how I did that.
Yes, Pocat, those were just green creeplings. Apparently they have those now.
Perhaps they haven't ripened yet.
These creeplings haven't ripened yet. Makes you wonder what colour the creeplings turn when they go off.
Oh, and here we have another cutscene.
This is where all the cutscene action went in this game.
They're making their daring escape. Oh no! I thought we were done with this.
You will never escape it.
No!
You will never get out of here.
You know, I hate to say it, but I think there's a distinct possibility that Dark Cat has won this round.
Say it ain't so. Say it ain't so. And this is where you get to the secret ending, where Mayor Banks is thrown out and Dark Cat imposes his own fierce, vengeful law on the city, and actually does a pretty good job at it. Without the Callie there to help him with the administration, it seems to be that he was the guy for the job all along. Well, I for one, welcome our new Dark Cat overlords, so...
SWAT Kats will return.
I wouldn't necessarily title this a Let's Play. This was more of a Let's Fail at SWAT Kats. And if you're interested in this game, there are all kinds of resources on the internet that you can find to go about procuring this. Last I checked on eBay for a mint condition copy of this, it was, what was it, $567?
Ooh, ouch.
Yeah, and it is worth every penny of that.
As you can see here.
We should watch the demo reel do a little bit better job than I did.
Well, I noticed when the demo played for the bacteria level earlier, there were no little flying things. It was just flying straight down to its mouth. I find that that's cheating, surely.
Yeah, maybe there's just a secret button combination I've yet to discover. So I thank everyone for joining me on this little distracting aside. I don't know if I'm going to post this up anywhere because this was horribly embarrassing, but who knows? We'll see.
Also seems that Razor's jetpack seems to carry him a lot further than when you were able to use it. I think the demo is cheating.
I've never... I might have to agree with you on that one. Alright. Well, thanks everyone for... oh wait, look at that, the Wicked Water Slide. I'm actually enjoying watching this demo. Look at that. See, what was that? This massive, like, uppercut combo.
Yeah, there was none of that in the game.
Maybe
Grossly unfair.
Maybe there is, and I'm just... It might be surprising for people to realize this, but I'm not very good at this game. And it's entirely possible that everything you're seeing on this demo reel is easy to do. Alright, well I think that does it for this. Thanks, I'm Matt, better known as MoDaD, and my special guest for this has been, well, you know who you are.
Yeah, I'm Rob, otherwise known as NeeKnight, so... Yeah, you know where to find me, all the usual places.
Oh wait, here we see a demo reel of the Past Masters area that we didn't get to come anywhere close to.
Pokat's just posted, well, it was informative at least.
Wow, this game actually looks like a lot of fun when you're watching someone else play it.
Well, as we just suggested, we think that the demo is cheating, so...
Alright, I think I can't look at this Mod 7 rotation scale anymore. I'm going to throw up. Alright, thanks everyone for joining. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Hello, I'm Bob Ballard from the Woods Hole Oceanographic Institution. Although the deep-sea creature we saw on tonight's show doesn't really exist, recently we discovered an ancient fish we thought had vanished millions of years ago. It's called the coelacanth. Now, the light that deep-sea creatures produce is called bioluminescence. It's created by a chemical reaction inside their bodies, and it's highly efficient and gives off very little heat. See you on the next exciting adventure of Seaquest DSV.